And we're back. So, last we left off, the party was fleeing from a entity, a creature, one might say, after they slew one of what turned out to be many. Was beginning to assail them in this chamber, this one might say den of an entity from beyond, is what I will give you. You did, however, easily slay the creature, much to my chagrin, as well as escape the chamber, relatively unharmed. Some of you suffering some minor injury, but not much besides that. Able to dispatch not only the large toad-like entity, but also the small ooze-like things that begin creeping out of the sloshing water around the chamber itself. As you flew from the passage, Rogar chucking a burning torch at the oil-soaked kind of flesh sacks near the entrance, lighting them as they began to explode and pop like ripe fruit on a summer's day. The tunnel around you begins to move and shake. Dust falling from the ceiling. As whatever you've done has angered the denizens of this place. And I believe we are fleeing. So that's where we're picking up as you are running as fast as you possibly can, trying to escape from beneath the earth in what you have not found an exit to, as the entrance you used to get down here was in fact no longer usable, as it had caved in. So we are moving, I'm assuming we're moving east, because you came in from the west and there was only one direction to go. As you were moving forward, you guys already made 2 acrobatics checks to escape this room, so I'm not going to have you make any more. As you are running across a lot of these rotten planks and different little catwalk places, there's still that murky, black grayish liquid around the sides of a lot of these chambers. However, the water, the turbulent water, is not cascading up and around anymore like it was previously, up and around a lot of the dome structures towards the top, like it was in the main chamber as well. None of that is happening any longer, as the ground itself is literally moving and shaking. As you move further and further, passing by the corpses that you had come across earlier, you move into what you see is to be another chamber past the entrance that was caved in, that you had moved through. Going further east, following the small blood trail that you saw leading from this room. It gets thicker and thicker as you go towards this room itself. As you move into it, however, you guys are in a bit of a hurry, so you won't get the full round robin of what's in here. You do see several large, what looks like crates, as well as almost like a workbench, a few workbenches, workspaces. There appears to be torch sconces that are unlit, and there are several corpses just littering around this area. They look to be dead. Not necessarily like ancient dead, but they've been dead for a while. They don't smell anymore. So they've been dead for at least a few months, probably. As you move further, not risking too much in this area, there appears to be what looks to be a bit of light coming from further east. And as you moving, who's going to be leading the party? Actually, I should ask that question. Who's up front? Rogar, I'm going to say you're probably in the back because you threw the torch. So who's up front?
Probably either Velree or me, because I think we're the ones that made both of our acrobatics checks.
Okay. Well, I'll say Velree being the fastest by far then at this point. It's probably going to be heading the charge, leading up front. And as you move around the bend, Velree, there's a bit of a bend to the left. You see a refreshing sight, as there appears to be an outcropping, like a ledge up ahead of you. And you see sky, clouded, dark sky, but fresh air up ahead. and you can see the rolling waves. This might be the cave entrance you were told of.
Or that?
Yes, I'm assuming this is the only way to go. So you guys are moving. I'm just giving you a visual here. As you all move towards the ledge, the entire earth itself is moving and shaking and shifting. Velree, you can walk on walls. You don't have to make a check. Rest of you, as you skid to a halt at the edge of this ledge, the path is narrow and it winds up the side of the cliff face to get back up towards the top where the old town is. With the earth shaking and moving as it is, the narrow pathway, we're going to have to make some dexterity saving throws as we move forward to not fall off the side of the cliff and into the depths.
Can I like tie the rope to my waist in case?
You don't have time to do that. You don't have time to do that.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay. All right. But Velree doesn't have to make one. So we've got Tristan Varel and we've got Moog. However, Zune and then Velree, you both, Zune rolled high enough that I'm going to give him an opportunity to try to help either Trist or Moog from slipping.
No, of course, yes.
Okay, of course.
Since and Velree is also, she rolled high enough that, because of her ability, she can help.
She's going to get to
Just
she's going to,
she's
going to attempt to help somebody.
I'll try to help Moog because I think Velree's got Tristan.
Of course. You kind of reach out towards Moog. Go ahead and give me a strength check, Zune.
It's going to be ugly, Moog. Good luck. Let's see. Oh, holy shit.
Nice.
16?
Not bad.
It was an 18 minus 2.
Not bad. All right. So you reach out. Ironically, Zune. Moog loses his footing. And he's big. He's a big guy. He's going, and he's beginning to fall down. And you reach out and you grab a tuft of hair on his back. Kind of grab it. And he's like, kind of arms flailing for a second. And you're able to kind of pull him back. Probably rip out some of the hair from his
Pulling my
back.
hair, huh? Okay.
Use the momentum to just kind of redirect them.
And he lands back
with my baby
on
arms.
Inside of the wall. Velree.
Oh, thank you.
I need you to give me a strength check to keep Tristan Varel from falling to his death. Possible death. More than likely death. 19's going to do it, though. So, as Trist begins to... and you're used to him falling all the time, Velree, and you're ready. You know what's going to happen. You reach out, you grab a hold of him, sling him over your back like a small child, and he's just kind of like, hold on to you. Even though he's technically taller than you, it's awkward. And you have your Trist backpack again. As you move forward, the rest of the encounter down here has come to a close. As you have not only successfully slain a creature, to come to find out that there might be more than one, but you have also retrieved the stone you were looking for. As you get to the top of the cliff face in the ruins of the old town, the rumbling finally ceases beneath your feet. There's still a storm brewing out in the middle of the ocean, and it's getting eerily close. It is later in the afternoon at this point, though there hasn't been any sunlight for at least a day or so. And Moog, well, all of you, in fact, you would know that tonight is the night of the Salted Revelry. And there might be a certain god come to visit. So what are you guys doing?
Looking it back to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming back to town.
Return our treasure.
Okay. You begin to move back towards Conwich proper. It takes about 30 minutes or so to kind of move around the town, unless you want to cut through the ruins of Castle Gatebreaker and the estate of Mad Udval.
That's fine. I'm
No?
good.
No takers?
I'm good.
Still
Creature's still
creatures
alive?
there.
Okay. You move around the side. You still see some of the Cridgeons roosting in the ruins itself. As you move on the outside of them go back into town proper. Some of you sticky with strange goop, ooze-like things, as well as Velree splashed with purplish blood. Rogar with some kind of like orange, yellowish goop that exploded from an eyeball, and he was almost eaten. You guys are covered in shit. Essentially, is what I'm getting at here. And
Before we get back to town, Tristan,
Yes?
can you prestidigitate
Yeah,
us?
prestidigitation.
yeah,
Please.
prestige. Yes, I
Yeah.
can do that for you. See, I don't know. His voice has dropped several octaves since the fight. I don't know what it. Maybe the stress, perhaps.
I have a deeper soul.
as he cleans all of you one by one.
God. You know?
Well, you have to say prestidigitation in a deep voice if you need a deep cleaning. So that's what it is.
Okay, then, as we move forward, we get into town proper. We're in the actual town of Conwich. You make your way to the Temple of Boel to find Lieutenant Nazir. And I'm assuming Rogar pulls out the stone, or at least some of the stone from his bag, the glowing kind of blue crystal. And her eyes light up. Yes, this is what we need.
Be careful with it, Nazir. There's an earthly chill to it.
I see. Well, you can touch it, Rogar?
I can't.
Well, I will
I'll
need you
pull
to
out some.
I need you to
Yeah.
assist me.
Very well.
Come to my chambers. Just you.
All right. Where's going?
All right, you guys retreat quickly into her chambers, leaving the rest of you inside the actual temple itself. Some of the more notable individuals in the temple are Nyarla, the albino hobgoblin that you guys had previously helped rescued more than once, who is currently veiled and looking over some of the other patients within. Yeah, that's gonna be about it. But are the only people you see inside there. Unless there's something interesting you guys want to do, I will flip over to Rogar.
I'll just go chat with Nyarla while they're doing
Okay.
stuff. That's it.
She's very
Yeah,
coy
she's
and
still-
shy still, but
That's
yes,
fine.
you're about to
She's
chat
been
with
through
her
a
little
lot.
bit.
It's okay.
That she has. Inside of Nazir's chambers, Rogar, you see that she has the journal of the man you spoke with in the depths. As I'm assuming by now you've realized that the dead priest that was in the main chambers there was in fact the previous attendant of Boel from the old city. As she's looking through his journal, she finds a ritual outlined that he had used to banish a great evil from someone within town. And it looks like he also began to harvest this material, and it looks like he awakened something he shouldn't have doing so. And it talks about regret and remorse for doing so, but in desperate times. However,
We're would let her know that we met the man.
oh
or his
really?
Spirit, or his body. Yeah.
Oh, well, we must consecrate him. We must retrieve him and bury him.
No. We will not be going back.
But Rogar, that is not our way.
You will die.
Is there something there?
Yes. Something. Was it Roger? I think it was demonic or.
You've seen glimpses of
Mhm.
things beyond understanding, and unfortunately, the DM forgot to make you guys roll sanity checks.
Damn.
Son of a bitch! Got my table out and
Shit.
everything. I'm a little upset about it now. That cuts me even deeper than before.
Shit.
Yep, that happened.
What is it? Is it something from the far realms? Or is it demonic?
Now,
or
Rogar's
infernal?
understanding of that, I mean, you're intelligent now, but his understanding of
Sure.
other
No.
things might be limited. You might associate it with a demon, maybe.
Okay. Well, I would just think, I know there's some demons in the fissure waste, so I didn't know if it seems similar.
Alien. This is alien.
Alien. Okay. I don't know what it was. Something perverse and evil.
Oh well. I see. Well then, how much of the rock did you get?
We'll take out the big chunks and just start
pulling it out. Wow. I see.
Hopefully this is enough for Tristan and then the rest of the town.
If it works like it should, this should be enough for everyone.
Perhaps we should try it on Jade first. She
good
seems
idea.
to be...
That's a good idea. And she gets out a like a mortar and pestle. She instructs you to kind of break off a piece and put it in there. She begins to grind it, and she uses it in a. There's a large bowl that she has sitting at the base, and there's strange symbols drawn around it. And as she adds the powdered rock to it, it begins to bubble and shift and move. And as she chants some words over it, ending with a phrase of the lady's blessing over the top of it, it begins to cool. And she takes it. All right. It took me quite some time to just prepare this dose. I've been working on this for a few hours now, so with enough time, I feel I could probably cure everyone. But you wanted to try to use this on Jade or Trist, maybe?
Those two first.
Okay, well, Tristan's outside. He'd be the easiest to get to.
I feel like we should do Jade first.
All right, well, let's go. And she takes the bowl and she pours its contents into a smaller vessel. She has plenty of drinking vessels around here. And kind of stoppers it up. It is a bluish glowing liquid at this point. All right, let's go.
All
right. You see Rogar and Attendant Nazir move out of her chambers. The rest of you, I'm assuming you follow. Yes. All right. You move in the direction towards the new jail that has been constructed where you last left Jade. And it's been hours. It's been a few hours since you've been here. You do see that. You don't see the guard captain. He doesn't appear to be present. There are a couple guards outside though, and they kind of give you a nod as you approach. The doors. They open the doors for you. No one's come in yet. No one's fed or anything yet. We've been told not to approach her. As you guys move into the actual jail cell, she's being kept in the farthest cell away from the main door where you left her. As you move to the corner, you see the cell. You see Jade laying on the floor, with her back to you.
Tied up and everything, right? Like her hands are tied up and her mouth is covered, right?
Her bonds appear to be shredded on the floor next to her.
Oh.
And there is no gag in her mouth.
That's cool.
Is she breathing?
Make me a perception test.
There's no telling.
There's
do we have the
telling.
Do we have the key to this cell?
I will say that one of the guards would have given it to you on your way here.
Okay.
So yeah, as you were slipping through the door, they hand you the key.
Is she like laying on a bed, or is she just like the way we left her, just without her?
Laying without her bonds on her. She's just laying in the middle of the floor.
No bloodshine.
Dead.
Rogar is going to.
With your perception test, you don't see anything. She seems like she's just laying there.
Roger's going to try to quickly open the cage as quickly as he can.
Okay. You open the cage.
And he's going to dart in there and try to grab her and then cover her mouth if he can.
Okay. You grab a hold of her and you yank her backwards and put your large scaled palm over her mouth. And as you do, you see her eyes are just open wide.
Mm-hmm.
Unmoving.
Is she dead?
You see that the front of her shirt is stained red, her dress. And there appears to be a very deliberate and precise piercing slash made straight to her heart.
What does it take to resurrect the dead?
A lot.
Quite a bit.
She might have a pulse, though.
She appears to be dead.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Roger?
Is there anything around there that looks like a weapon that would have used to pierce?
Why don't you and Trist give me investigation checks, since this is kind of your area of expertise?
I'll help him.
Sure. Get advantage, Trist.
You
don't need
it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You don't need advantage when you roll a natural 20. This is Tristan Varel's shtick. He's on a case all of a sudden. It's weird. Trist, you move up.
Oh.
And you, well, ain't this something? In a more deeper tone, of course. As you begin looking her over, you obviously see that this is judging from the wound itself, as the dress is not very slashed open. This was a very, very sharp blade. Judging from the fact that the guards weren't notified, it was quick and precise. There doesn't appear to be any forms of exit, which leads you to believe that the person is either beyond stealthy or they used magical means to get out of here. There are no apparent wards or anything that you know of that the people of Conwich use, because magic is relatively, while it's not completely rare, it is rare to come across a magic assassin, and especially in the boonies. So various precautions like that are not made. However, Trist, especially with a natural 20, you find something, Trist, laying underneath Jade. It's coated in blood. However, it says, as you look it over, you roll it open, it's a piece of parchment. And on it, it says, "An ocean voyage. Waves break over the bow. The sea welcomes you."
Well, that sounds like a haiku.
It certainly does.
Hand the piece of paper to Rogar.
Rogar, you take it. There's a strange symbol on it, Rogar. You've seen this symbol before.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the corner. It's like a spider web, kind of strange looking. You immediately recognize it as your good friend, the elder, the wise one in your former party, had a blade that had interesting characteristics, but more than that, he had in his possession some artifacts of his previous life, and one of these had this symbol on them, as the former party member Dayu was known to have such an item on his person.
Well, we've got ourselves a murder.
Most foul, I'd say.
Rogar, does that mean anything to you?
We're sitting there staring at the... He can't read, so he doesn't...
Nope.
Yeah, he
You
can't
recognize
read
the
what it
symbol
says.
at least.
Why would anyone want to murder her?
The symbol, I've seen it before. One of my previous companions. I thought he was dead. great martial artist. Die. Bum, you know.
I will say Velree and Moog both met him.
Yeah, briefly.
Briefly.
Yeah.
It was brief.
Yeah. Do you remember Moog? Velree. Old hobgoblin.
Yes. Yeah. Last time we saw him, he was a little evacuated in the faculties.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
think he had something to do with this?
His sword had the symbol on it.
Think maybe he was brainwashed, possessed.
I thought he did.
No, me too. Brain melted or something.
I do not know why he would be out here.
Especially that he knew Jade. He wouldn't have had anything against her.
Not that I know of. Perhaps he is possessed or
You seem to run
changed.
into a lot of possessed people, Rogar.
That is very true.
Well, do you have any other clues? Anything we can use? You know where that symbol might lead to?
Not that I know of.
Has that all been, because that was all like his old Dayu's old
Yeah,
It was all
Assassin-
Dayu's
assassinating
backstory
things.
that
Yeah.
never.
it never
come
got
to-
explained.
Yep, none of it was ever explained. You know nothing.
The only thing Rogar knows is that I think Dayu talked to him about that he had. Well, I think he knew his family was murdered. And he knew that he wanted, or he worshipped, not worshipped, but was like I know it's a weird kind of religion, but he kind of followed the teachings of the was it the Bladed Temple?
Yeah, the Temple of Blades. Yes, he was.
Temple of Blades.
He wanted to join at some point.
Yeah. But as far as like his wife's backstory, not a ton. He didn't know too much about her. So
Do you know you saw a pyre where he assumed that his wife and child were burned alive atop?
Yep. And that he had criminal ties in his past.
Yes, he did.
But that's about it.
Because he was John Wick.
He was John Wick. But yeah. I don't know why he would kill Jade.
Well, this is not the time or place, but we can always ask her.
That would be most useful. Please. He like props her up.
You're gonna prop her up?
We probably shouldn't do it here. The guards are
Very well.
around.
I will say, I think we might have perhaps a little bit of immunity in this this town. But yes, I understand your concern. So Rogar will pick her up.
Attendant Nazir's in shock.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
just
she was
like
there.
wide-eyed, like as you pick her up, she's dead.
Does she know Revelry?
This is beyond me. Damn it.
Is there someone?
She's been dead for too long.
Perhaps Attendant Nazir would be also a good time to give Tristan the potion.
Yes, Rogar. Sorry, Trist. You need to drink this.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. As Trist pulls back, remove the stopper. There's a foul smell wafting off it. You have to. It takes. You have to. You have to. Just really chug it down.
My lord.
Yeah. Go down. Ooh.
like Jägermeister.
There's some blue spittle that kind of drips out of the side of Trist's mouth. You feel a cold sensation around your throat where the brand is specifically. You're like, oh, when you clutch towards it, you are going to take 4 points of cold damage, Trist. However, that did not reduce you to 0, correct?
No.
I have to make sure. Because you were not reduced to 0 hit points, the brand is removed. As it kind of it like freezes up and then sloughs off you, and kind of shatters on the ground, almost as if it was frozen solid. And as you take in a deep breath, Trist, for the first time, you didn't realize how much tense you were, almost as if something was like very subtly stressing you to the point that you just didn't notice. It was so subtle, and suddenly your shoulders relax. And it's almost as if you're a new man. Do you have any points of exhaustion, Trist?
No.
Okay. If you did, you would have lost them all.
That's a mighty fine elixir.
Yes, it would be quite valuable if the ingredients were not so well protected, Rogar. Well, we should probably tell Boris about Jade. My apologies, I can't do more for her. I can consecrate her and bury her.
Yeah.
Please. Perhaps after we have a word with her.
Excuse me? She's dead.
He would like to say his goodbyes.
Yes.
I understand, Rogar. It is a custom to, especially tonight. We need to do this. You do understand what tonight is, Rogar?
I've been told it is a holiday.
The dredger is coming. Anyone who is not buried will be taken.
We must do this quickly.
If you wish to say your goodbyes, do so now. I'll wait outside.
Very well. We must, as she leaves, Rogar is going to say to Trist, we must do this now.
Yep. Tristan just does it.
Okay. Are you going to cast it, or are you going to ritually do it? Because if you cast it, it's instantaneous.
Cast it.
Okay. All right. You take out and you begin to mutter the spell, drawing the symbols that you previously ritualized before in the air with arcane means, able to hopefully shuttle some life back into Jade. As you do so, Trist, there is a strange red-orange, purplish glow coming from her eyeballs. As she looks at all of you. Well, isn't this nice? We meet again. She looks towards you, Trist. Did you like my gift?
No.
Huh. Seems you got rid of it somehow. Well, that won't matter. I've got a new pawn to play with.
Who?
Details. It'll all be revealed in due time. The damn lizard's gonna pay for this as well. All of you, in fact. You're gonna burn. I'm gonna send you to hell.
Well, good thing
We'll
I got
see
the
you there,
currency for
bitch.
it.
There's just a cackling, mad laughter emanating from this corpse.
So this is obviously not Jade. God, really weird thought. Because she's technically not alive, but is it basically inhabiting her body? I mean, it's basically inhabiting her body, right?
You can try something if you'd like.
I want to try detect thoughts.
Sure.
It's probably going to be very basic. We'll see.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Why not?
whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Wisdom 15. You're probably going to be fine.
Yeah. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. That's a.
Please fail.
Has advantage.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be an 18.
Hmm.
Has advantage, unfortunately.
That's fine.
However, Zoom, as you kind of begin to mutter under your breath, oh, sweetie.
God.
Good try. I'll eat you last. And then her eyes just kind of focus on Trist for a moment. You, on the other hand, you sorry sack of flesh. I'm going to skin you alive. I'm going to rip your guts out. And as she goes to finish, the flesh literally bursts into flames on Jade.
Ugh.
As the flesh begins to burn off of the body, and her glowing eyes are just staring at you. The clothes ignite and combust, and the corpse, damn it! And there's just a pile of ashes on the ground in the cell now.
Does that count as consecration?
Well, her soul was already damned, and she had the mark on her.
How do we get Jade's soul out of hell?
You could go to hell.
I was about to say we had to go to hell. So.
Can we go to hell? I'm sorry, I feel really guilty about this whole thing. So it's like,
I want to go to hell. There's a squirrel down there that's going to seek vengeance.
There's a squirrel that might seek vengeance, as well as a troll, a couple other things.
Forgot about the squirrel.
You helped with it. How could you forget?
Hell.
You helped.
Squirrel's burning in hell.
Fine.
Oh,
you helped damn that squirrel.
Spunky days.
Ruger's very upset.
I think everyone's very upset.
I think we should,
except Trist.
At some point, find the rest of these witches.
How soon? How many sisters did she say she had?
We saw one sister at least.
But there was too many. But yeah.
So.
Can I roll a knowledge check to see if they were kind of prominent figures, right?
I'll
like they ran brothels, they ran
for what they are.
A little flamboyant about their look, I'm a crime lord.
I'll give you an Arcana check.
Let's see what happens. Did not
12.
do well.
With a 12, you're not intimately knowledgeable about the creatures known as night hags in particular. However, being a bard and having access to large repositories of knowledge, especially back in Silver Durai, you would know that most hags form covens with a minimum of 3 sisters, usually. Sometimes more.
Okay.
And when I say sisters, I mean sisters loosely. They don't necessarily have to be blood, but they can be.
So
It gets complicated.
At a minimum, we have 2 to kill, and we'll just build up from there as we find out more. That's fine. I think Zune has a mission now. I think he has purpose now. This is good.
Yes.
We're going to kill all the hags. All right.
Well, as the scene fades away, are we preparing for the salted revelry? What are we doing right now?
We have to put a bucket of water in front of our house, right? But we don't have a house.
Well, where are you guys staying?
Tavern.
Boars in the tavern. Okay, tavern's good.
Everyone's staying at the tavern? At some point, Boars is going to obviously ask what the fuck happened. He's comes to town. He still looks a little worse for wear. He assures you guys that his guards, after he talks to them, no one came in or out. As far as they know, they didn't see anyone. However, you also find that several of the dock workers, as well as a few sailors, one of the Bittersnout Trading Company vessels, are also murdered in the exact same fashion.
Oh boy. Roger is going to tell Boris and Nazir that if they see Dayu,
And that's what you say?
yes,
But,
You know.
Rogar, you told me he died. You said he was dead.
I could be wrong.
Why would he be doing these things?
No idea.
He was an honorable man.
He was. Something has changed him or possessed him. You should stay clear.
Didn't we just leave him like falling down the stairs?
You did. You left him in a dungeon.
That's what I thought. Okay.
That's
Just
true.
making sure.
Mostly
I mean,
because
he
all
looks
of
like-
you were beat
Well,
to
we
shit
were all-
and taken
we weren't
captive.
in the.
So
in
there,
the,
he didn't have many options there. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where
We
Triss
were.
died, if you'll remember.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, I would have asked Nazir if she could have consecrated the ashes, maybe. I don't know if that works or not. But
I can try. Usually with things like this, what you described, I'm afraid she's probably too far gone. I will make an attempt.
beware. If you see Dayu, please do not approach him. There's not much you can do if he sees you.
Okay.
Pray.
Well, all right. We'll try to get a hold of you if we can. We'll keep an eye out. I'll inform the guard of what he looks like.
What race was Dayu?
He was a hobgoblin. Older hobgoblin.
About how big was he?
He was a decent size. He was about 6 feet tall? Yeah, about 6 feet
How
tall.
tall is Nyarla?
Nyarla? She'd probably be close to the same height.
I'm gonna risk it because she was, well, I guess I don't know that she was eyeing Rogar strangely. So this is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sus. She's acting sus, but I don't know this in character, so I'm not gonna do a thing.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right. Well, as you give out some orders here, you move back to the tavern. Weevil, the tavern keeper, he's trying to get his actual like goods shop fully up and running as well. This place is like, it's ridiculous. It's a tavern. It's a pawn shop. It's got all your needs. It's got everything here under one roof. It is
Even Buster's.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
Conwich, Dave, and Buster's. And the Codfathers it's booming, especially tonight, because it is a long-standing tradition that you get a hold of not only rich food from the sea, preferably, but also Weevil happens to be the only guy in town that has a large supply of one of the necessary ingredients, that being the briny, thick sea muck that you have to actually dredge from the bottom of the nearby ocean, is part of the actual offering that you make. Now, people could go out and get it themselves easily enough if they wanted to, but it's so much easier just to go buy it from someone. So most people just kind of come here, and it's been a long-standing tradition that Weevil always delivers. Some of you locals, and when I say locals, I mean people that have lived here a long time, such as Moog, maybe Trist, would know that this is a practice very common around the entire dynasty. Weevil offers for you guys to purchase these things if you'd like. Depending on what you want to do. I don't know what you guys want to do. If you want to participate or not.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'd all follow the ritual unless someone.
For the 5 of you, it'll basically be like a gold piece, essentially, for the 5 of you.
Or pay for it.
Rogar flicks him a gold piece. Now that is a shitload of money for the local people of Conwich, by the way. That's like it's like a week pay or something like that. So expensive ingredients, but somewhat necessary, as the lore, the rumors about her that the dredger actually comes and scoops up all the dead that have yet to be claimed and sent on, especially those that died near water. And this being a town on the ocean itself, right here on the coast, very much close enough to be under his domain. A lot of people take shelter in the temple, the ones that don't have the means to purchase any of the ingredients, or those that were not able to scrounge them up themselves, hiding, hopefully, from any of this dredged justice under the protection of the mercy of Boel. Yes, Soon?
Can we just purchase for these people?
You could attempt. Would you like to? Are you just going to gift the town? Like,
how much gold would that even be? How much gold do we have still?
You guys have a lot of gold.
We have plenty of gold. How much would it be?
Well, I guess we'll see. Let's see what we got here. For all of the, if you were going to purchase for everyone in town, everybody, you're looking at 80 gold pieces.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're just down with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys.
I'll say that Rogar makes an announcement. You know, get a hold of Boars.
Benevolent Rogar.
Benevolent.
Benefactor of Conwich.
He's just paying, but he'll let Zune the face do
Yeah,
the talking.
you're the silent.
Oh, I was
what do
thinking-
quiet back.
what do you
It
tell
might
the
be really.
masses?
It might be really nice if Velree did it. I mean, it would look really good.
Zoe shakes her head. No,
I
I kill things. I eat them. I eat their souls.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I am doing it then. All right, never mind.
Zoom the
Give me
bar.
face.
Okay.
I'm sure you've performed here a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Much to
You know,
Weevil's
just the
chagrin,
whole-
but still beautiful.
Friends, Conwichians,
Witchians. I love it.
country bumpkin. Lend me your ears.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
go through the whole spiel.
You know,
Just try to tailor it
at
to
the
them
end,
a
people are
little
clapping. People are
bit.
excited.
Just-
Even though this
Ah.
is usually a very fearful day for most people, people are
the
excited.
the benevolent Velree and Tristan have decided that you should all, so on and so on.
Of course,
Just kind of boost their image a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look
Boost
at how
them up,
awesome
boost
they
them up,
are.
you know,
Yeah,
They're like this,
veins showing.
trying to smile,
Super-
but
Yeah, it's like
Poorly.
awkward.
Super extroverted, super optimistic. Hell, I'll just
Yeah.
pull them onto the bar with me.
Yeah,
Just,
of course.
Come
of course.
on, you can
Yeah.
do it.
Moog's doing an extra long, like
Oh,
pageant
God.
wave.
Okay. Thank God it was
Everybody.
pageant wave. I thought it was going somewhere else.
Nope.
Uh,
Pageant wave. Pageant wave.
Regardless, though, word gets around that you guys are paying for this service, and people are coming in. Weevil's just like, shit, and he's just selling things left and right. He's swamped. It's just him. He has to bring in some outside help as they grab some of his servers to come help him with all of the meal prep and everything else. And at the end of the night, everything is bought and paid for. Khan has been staying here, Zune, recuperating. He's very thankful for the
As am I.
donation. We could, we could share an offering, if we stay in the same room.
Oh, that would be a good idea. We might save some,
Yeah, of
money.
course. Yeah,
And,
Oh, yeah.
that leaves more for someone else.
It does
So
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
that's very sensible. No, I
Yeah,
think that's a
but,
smart
very,
idea.
very pragmatic of me, I thought.
Exactly. No, genius.
Yeah.
Big thoughts.
So I'll see you upstairs.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
now?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, we
that
should.
sounds good.
Oh, yeah,
That sounds good.
totally now. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's go now. I'm just going to start shoving him up the
Yeah,
stairs.
Of course.
Yeah. No. Bye, everyone.
All right.
Out.
Brian is also down here, drinking himself into a stupor. Oh, saviors of the town yet again. He looks towards the four of you, since Zune is upstairs doing.
That's what we do. Hmm?
It is what you do, isn't it?
Or
Well.
burn it down. One or the other.
Well, I can tell you what. If you're interested, I could use a crew.
That just so happens to be our name, the crew.
That is what a coincidence. I definitely wouldn't have known that. Oh, you're so funny, Moog. You're so big. I like your fur. It waves occasionally. It's waving at me now. Well, the small one's not here, but he seems capable. I have a few sailors under my wing. We're going to. He's trying to whisper. It's not good. It's not. He's barely whispering here. We're gonna steal a ship tomorrow, early in the morning. Are you guys in? Is that a no?
Rogar. What do you think, Rogar?
Whoa. I've been told that you want to go to a cave.
Oh yes, we're going to a cave.
What will we be doing there?
We're gonna be killing some monsters.
Why?
Because they stole my family from me.
What are these monsters?
Bitches. Slams his like beer on the bar, splashes it all around. I think you've had enough. I'll tell you when I've had enough. Goes back at him. Oh.
I wish to know what we are getting into.
The whole story? The whole story?
The whole story.
We could be here a while, man. Can we just shore this up?
You were asking us to.
You guys are the best people I know for this. I can't do it by myself. A few sailors I got to help me sail the vessel, but I need somebody with some killing power here. I could just take the white one, and he kind of nods towards Velree. She'd be good enough. I really don't need the rest of you, if I'm being honest.
She probably would be. But I'm sure she
What
would.
did we get out of it?
How about, owe you one? I am the captain of a ship.
Apparently
There's
not. You don't have a ship.
You're gonna
No.
steal the shit.
He'll forgive me afterwards.
Why not just ask to borrow the ship?
He won't let me, I've already asked.
Perhaps we can ask to borrow the ship.
If you could convince him, that would change things. That might help.
And once we kill these things, is that all there is to it? Is it simply vengeance for killing your family?
Certainly hope so. I
And
hope
you-
so.
Well, perhaps we should stay up late to discuss your story.
Can't stay up too late. You know the dredger's coming.
You will tell me as much as you can.
Well, I didn't always look like this, Rogar. He kind of motions towards his head. He's got this strange kind of bony, like crest, like horns that crest around his head, almost making like, it almost looks kind of like a diadem. I made out of bone. I was taken when I was young. My family were fishermen. They worked for Morag. We used to go on trips together. Something attacked us, and these creatures screwed me up. They took me after they killed my family, and they did this to me. And I'm gonna kill them all. Luckily, Morag went looking for me. He found me. They left me for dead. I tried to fight back. I was too young, though. And terrified. I thought Morag drove them off. He said he did, but they're back. I have good word they're back. I just got to make this right.
We will discuss it. I cannot
Good.
unanimously decide.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied, or do you want to know more? He is drunk.
Rogar's pretty satisfied for the most part.
Okay.
But Rogar doesn't know about sea hags.
But you know about sea hags?
I said Rogar doesn't know about sea hags, right?
I mean, what makes you assume it's a sea hag? What do you know? What do you know? You metagaming? Think you know it's a sea hag? You son of a bitch!
Bro.
Yes, it's a sea hag. Yes, it's a fucking sea hag. You bastard.
I figured. But
Whatever. You know what? Why doesn't everybody spoil my fun tonight? Just go ahead. Just take a shit on it. Everyone just pull down their pants and shit on my fun.
I just asked if Rogar would know about sea hags. I don't think he would. But I just want to make sure.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. No.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if everyone was with me or not, but if not, Rogar's going to explain his story, what he wants to do. I do not believe he can offer us much besides his loyalty, perhaps.
And some
Moog
gold.
is unknowingly, he doesn't know why he's drawn to the sea.
Plus, I'll let you
But he
keep
wants to
whatever you
go.
find.
So we take on
wants
this
to go.
endeavor. I was asking Velree, Moog, and Trist. Like it seems pretty.
Moog would like to go.
I secretly, has a soft spot for tragic family stories.
I'm gonna have to get
It's her one weakness.
just a minute.
Oh,
before
you're
we
an
close
orphan. I
out.
can't
There's
eat
a-
orphans.
There's a small child breaking its way into my room right now.
Let me in.
I'll be right back.
I will not be ignored.
back.
So that's 2 yeses. Trist, you
Fuck
yay,
no.
nay? Fuck no. Maybe fuck no.
This man did not offer us anything
I know.
but empty promises.
Mo was pretty good at sniping the hags before.
I was pretty good at sniping most things.
I mean, yeah.
If he doesn't give us anything, we could keep the boat.
All hags are scary though, so
Yeah.
you just gotta be
Sea
careful.
hags, land hags, whatever.
All hags, yeah.
All hags.
Yeah.
Not all hags.
Especially if they're in a coven, they I think they're almost like double
tactics
their
and
strength.
shit.
Yeah, they get bonuses for being in a coven.
Oh. Well,
Yeah. But yeah, it depends. I assume there's multiples. So
Bitches get stitches.
metagaming wise, I love a side quest. So
Yeah. Moog hasn't. Moog is being drawn to the sea. Doesn't know why. Wants to go on the
that's
boat.
true. So now that we've gotten that medicine for everyone to get cured up, what do we have left to do in Conwich? Anything?
not
We could
really.
buy it.
Well,
Sumo
We
wrestling.
could literally own it. The whole city.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that for sure.
but I think it's just kind of a hub because we still need to. From here, we need to. I guess if Trist still wants to, I guess he doesn't have to, but someone's apparently going to come and babysit Trist for Vern.
I
Vern sent
forgot
someone.
about that.
Yeah, Vern sent someone. So, because Trist had his own mission to try to understand what's going on, to find the Mr. I think Goldtooth, I believe.
Yeah, we need to go to Zenmouth.
Okay, well then we gotta go to Zenmouth anyway because we're going to Zenmouth for Moog. So.
I'm back. Sorry about that. So,
Welcome back.
small child broken in my room. Had to go put her back down. All right. We were Salt of Revelry coming. That's right. So
we and Rogar is going to vote for yes. I'm going as well.
We would like to go on the boat.
Velree voted for yes. So far, the only nay was Tristan.
Tristan Varel. That sounds about right.
Tristan Varel. Yep. Zune.
Does Rogar know it's a hag? For sure.
No.
Okay. Oh. I mean,
Zune wants to kill all the hags in the world, so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If like Zune knows it's a hag, Zune's on board for killing hags. But if, I mean, kind of going with the crew, you're just gonna go with the flow.
Well, as we are making decisions, at the end of the night, all of you take your perspective rooms. Velree has her own room by herself. It's beautiful. Trist and Moog still sharing. Rogar.
Maybe Rogar.
Where are you going to be, Rogar?
All the bros.
Bro,
I guess we're all in this room, I guess.
Yep, Rogar, Moog, and Trist in this room.
Yeah.
2 beefy boys, 1 small, slender elf.
And then pillow talk.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys are in
Little
there.
Tris sandwich, baby. What's
doing
up?
some who knows what in there. Wow.
What do you think it all means, Trist?
Wow.
Velree will say she has room for one more at this point.
Of course.
Helpful,
Yeah,
whoever, if anyone wanted more space, but also no obligations.
I think it would make sense for the elves to be together. I mean, not me, obviously, because I'm busy. But
That was racist.
It was. It was. No, it was. What the hell?
Zune and Khan are
preoccupied.
occupied. There might be some holy oil being used. I don't know.
Oh god.
I think I have some left, but yeah.
Probably got some left.
I don't know how much stamina he has left though, so we'll see.
See.
Pop in one of those healing potions, keep him going.
Slap him in the face.
Keep him going?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sucking wind.
I'm not done yet.
Yes, indeed. So Rogar, Moog, Trist, you guys all staying together?
Yeah.
Pillow talk.
Tristan
He's not
Rogar
staying in the same
having,
room as Velree.
We're gonna talk
Rogas?
about girls.
Rogar won't let him go. Rogar's like, no, don't do
Let's
it.
go.
It's a trap.
I'm gonna teach Rogar how to read.
Oh yeah. You guys stay up. You guys all place the offerings, the vessels, with briny food. You guys have a particular food you want to put in it?
Cod.
Cod for the Codfather.
Cod.
Good salty cod. All right. You guys all place an uncooked cod, as well as a few other like smaller, almost like vegetables and things, in with the kind of briny mush, to give the offering to the dredger of the deep, Typhus. So you leave it outside your room. Moog, in particular, as it gets close to the witching hour, midnight, your eye, Moog, begins to leak uncontrollably. I mean, leak and leak and leak.
That's a thing that actually happens sometimes. So I'm very familiar with this.
Very familiar.
Yeah.
As it cascades down your cheek, the smell of the sea wafts
ozone.
into your nose.
It's one of my favorite smells.
Tristan, Rogar, I'm assuming you guys are probably asleep at this point. Moog, you're kind of awakened. And while there is no window, it's almost as if you can see outside for just a moment.
Yeah.
As if you could see through the very planks of wood themselves, as you witness a ship descending upon Conwich, massive, gargantuan, a war vessel.
Yeah.
With a red grail painted on its front sail. A man, perhaps a man, you're not sure, large at the helm with a tricorn hat, a long billowing coat. The dredger has come, and he has come to claim whoever he can. As he sails over Conwich, you watch, Moog, as these large, almost like nets, are thrown off the side of the ship and begin to drag across the ground itself as they pull through all of the buildings and everything else. As they pull and pull and pull, the vessel begins to ascend back into the storm that has encompassed this area of thunderstorm, rain, and lightning. And as he pulls up, you see caught within all the nets, instead of bodies and souls, you see offerings left. And as it sails up into the night sky, and the night takes the rest of you, that's what we're going to end tonight's episode of Whispers from the Stars.
That was a legally distinct and copyright-free version of the Flying Dutchman.
Why? Stop it, Mo! Son of a bitch. Okay. So let's do favorite moments of the night.
So, did we get a long rest before?
You will see in the morning if you get a long rest, Velree.
Uh-oh.
Stop trying to get it early.
Level up.
No, you're not leveling up. God damn
We
it.
just leveled up.
We just leveled up.
We did 2 missions though.
Oh,
Did 2.
it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit if you do 2 missions. Ridiculous.
Where's that in the rule book? You do 2 missions.
There's
you
no
get a
rule
level
book.
up? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where's that in the rule book?
Milestone.
Let's start
Yeah.
with favorite moments of the night. Jumbo Smooth, Rogar, son of Amu.
I think it was probably Zune taking the lightning bottle and throwing it in the mouth. It was great.
Mhm,
Great.
mhm.
Damaged it. No, it was good. It was good. I liked it.
That creature
Very
gets 4.
action packed.
The creature gets 4 attacks, by the way.
If it's not electrocuted.
When it takes lightning damage, it cannot use reactions. It cannot use bonus actions. It can make a single attack, and that's it.
Don't tase me,
What
bro.
It's
What
like
was
slow.
It gets fucked up real bad.
what was the monster?
I can't tell you what the monster is, damn it.
Why not?
Because
Dead, you know.
there were more down there, you know.
I know.
We would have beaten them too.
You son
Maybe
of
if
a
we,
bitch.
funneled them into a tunnel, maybe. I don't know.
We could have beaten at least 1 or 2 more of them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
About,
We're so good, you know what I mean?
yeah, hell yeah.
Moon still has the lightning, right?
He has 1. You guys have one
Yeah.
jar of bottled lightning. Next. Andrea. Zoom.
I really like that fight. Like, I'm sorry, like being able to dimension door Rogar to the top where he could just immediately bash 2 eyes out of 3, and then like just that whole thing. Like, I could visualize it all, and I enjoyed all of it.
Was yeah. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it thoroughly. I appreciate that at least. How about
We
we
could
move
tell-
on? Yeah,
We could
I know
tell you put a
could.
lot of effort into it. It was really nice.
Good. Let's move on over to Velree, to Kayla.
I also enjoyed, defeating them. Those oogly boogly monsters.
The Uzis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that should be called Oogly Booglies. That's
Oogly
their name
Booglies.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oogly Booglies.
Oogly booblies.
I remember Monster Things with the girl with the.
Yeah. Those are the Ooglies and the Oozes are the Booglies.
I also. Yeah, it's gonna make me look like a terrible person, but. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
No.
The fact that Jade was dead and it was. I just like. She needed to pass on,
She needed to pass on. Yeah, it was remorse. It was
Yeah.
it was a mercy. It was a mercy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Let her go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
How about old Tristan Varel?
My favorite part was the bros all sleeping together.
Yeah.
And then Velree offering up a room, and Tristan takes like a step towards it, and Rogar grabs him, brings him back.
No, bro.
I didn't hear that part. Okay.
What happened?
Yeah.
I
Don't
just thought I
do
got
it.
completely dissed. So, all right. Cool.
No.
Cool.
It was
Total
a dist.
twat swat.
Oh,
It's not cool, Rogar.
Rogar says no.
Twat
not
swat.
cool. Not cool. Not cool indeed. How about last but not least?
Yeah. So it was a fun fight. It was a very creative fight. I, as a player, think that we as a group have a really good vibe going. Whether or not the GM thick appreciates our efficiency. Yeah, no, just the creativity of the fight with teleporting to the top of the I gotta say that as a game runner, you allowing for those kind of things to work is a lot of fun. So, thanks for that. And I would say that during the boys' night in, while we were, chatting about the universe at large, I've got these two really intelligent folks next to me, and I'm in the middle, and they're talking high-minded stuff, and I'm like, you guys ever notice how sometimes the stars make pictures?
Yes, Moog.
That would be Rogar's, or that would be Moog's contribution to the science.
Tristan has like an elaborate, scientific drawing on the wall.
Sometimes that star there, look, it makes a picture of a monkey.
And the monkey constellation
over here
was
is a little
born.
bit. She's like,
So, but no, just the way the things ran, that was a lot of fun, dude.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I like how everyone shit on me all game. It's fine.
Whoa!
You all did it. All of you did it at some point. It happened.
But we did it with love.
With love.
Was it the critical? Bro,
Criticals,
was it the critical with sharpshooter?
You take away my crits, you deliver your own. You just shit on everything.
It's true. You're like,
All
crit.
my fun goes away. It all goes away.
He's like, hey, don't crit so fast, bro.
It's fine. It is what it is.
You gotta take pleasure in small things, bro.
Small things.
The small
Little
victories.
things. Little victories.
Yeah.
Little victories. Yes.
Like when we fail a dex save or something like that.
Whatever.
Exactly.
It matters. Well, regardless, though, awesome game, guys. Awesome game.
Yeah.
We might be on a short break, maybe, unless we get another game in. We'll see. You never know. I got time. I think a lot of you guys have time, so we'll see. But unfortunately, though, that's going to be it for tonight. Do check out in the description. We have links for Dan Decker and all of his things that he's doing, as well as our very own Velree the Barbarian on the TikToks. So go check her out. See all of the creepiness that ensues. Yeah. So do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And that's going to be it. So thank you guys for watching, and we are looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good day.